Hello, so this is Devarshi again, and today we're doing problems 50 through 53, 52, 50 through 53. Okay, so let's start. After polling a class of 20 music students by a show of hands, you find that 8 students play the guitar and 9 students play the piano. Given the information, what is the minimum number of students? Minimum number of students in this music class who played both the guitar and the piano. Well, if you add up the numbers 8 and 9, 8 plus 9 equals 17. And this is less than 20 students. So technically, there isn't a minimum number that's necessary because 17 is less than the total number of students. Had it been, let's say, 9 plus 11, which is 21, we could say that the minimum number that would overlap would be 1. But since it's less than the total number of students, it's 0. The answer is F, 0. Undo. Okay. Which of the following is a set of all real numbers x such that x plus 3 is greater than x plus 5? Let's just rewrite this for a second. X plus 3 is greater than x plus 5. If you solve this, you get 0 is greater than 2. This makes 0 sense. This makes no sense. So it has to be an empty set. Let's just check that answer for a second. It should be A. 51. Yep, I was right. It's A. Pentagons have 5 diagonals as illustrated below. How many diagonals does the octagon have below? Okay. This is going to be interesting. Remember, each diagonal can have multiple, each angle can have multiple diagonals. Like in this case, I have 5 diagonals for this one angle. Okay, so one angle has 5 diagonals. 5 times 8 is 40. So I believe that the answer is K, 40 diagonals. Wait a second. I don't think that's correct, actually. Here's why. We're having 5 diagonals right now, but when we go from this angle over here, we're gonna have 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, 4 diagonal, and this 5th one is going to be a copy. So what we actually have is 5 plus 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just check the answer on this and see how we can get it. Problem number 52. Answer is H. So that's 20. Well, I suppose as we're drawing, we can make estimates, and based on this, yeah, you can see that it's probably going to be more near 20. But there's an algebraic way of doing this, I'm sure. Okay, so we have 5 from one angle. Five for another angle. And if you look at this closely, this is actually a pretty simple problem because each diagonal has 4 starting points, and each of these cross 5 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So the answer is actually H. And this makes sense now. I didn't actually get that at first. It's a very seemingly complicated problem, but if you use some visuospatial work, and you can get it done. That's just another example of how I don't know everything. Gosh, I keep going back to that. Let's go down to 53. This is going to be our final problem for this video. Douglas wants to draw a circle graph showing his favorite colors of his friends. When he polled his friends asking each their favorite color, 25% of his friends said red, 30% of his friends said blue, 20% of his friends said green, 10% of his friends said purple, and the remaining friends said colors other than red, green, and purple. Red, green, blue, and purple. The colors other than red, green, blue, and purple would be grouped together in the other sector. What is the degree measure of the other sector? Okay, this is an interesting problem. It's somewhat challenging, but if you know what a circle is and how this works, remember we're in degree mode. We're not in radian mode. So a circle has 360 degrees. Circle equals 360 degrees. And you can do this. What you have to do essentially is create a proportion. So x over 360 equals the percentage over 100. And you have to solve for x. In this case, the other sector is 100 minus everything else. So the percentage of other equals 100 minus 25 minus 30 minus 20 minus 10. So if you add that all together, it's 85%. Let's check that. 30 plus 10. Plus 20 plus 25. Equals 85%. I was right on that. So that means that the other sector is going to be 15%. So, because 100 minus 85 is, which equals 15%. How many degrees is 15% out of 100? Well, you just do a simple proportion there. And in order to solve this proportion, 15 times 360 divided by 100 equals x. And what is this? Let's just do this on the calculator. 15 times 360 divided by 100, that's 54. We get 54 degrees. Okay, that's this video. Thank you. Please subscribe. Have a great day.